Second thing I want to talk to you about before we start talking about the drills is your evaluations, the yellow sheets. Make sure that you get up, you get evaluated. It is a very, very important part of camp. It's the opportunity to get one-on-one instruction and direction and to improve your shot. You have to be persistent and you have to be patient. The reason why I brought my stack out here is so that you can see, how many there are. There's over 200 of you here that are trying to be evaluated. So you've got to be patient, you've got to be persistent. Make sure that you get up and that you see them. Once you've been evaluated, if we talk to you about the things that you need to do to improve on your shot, what we want you to do is go to the next free shooting session and work on those things. Particularly the young kids. The young kids tend to do this. They'll come up and they'll see an evaluator. I'll go through and I'll mark and talk about what you need to improve on, and you go directly from me and go see another evaluator. That's not going to help you get any better. All he's going to do is tell you the exact same thing that you just was told. You need to work on that. You get those things corrected, and then we'll go from there and see what we need to do from there. So make sure that you practice those things. Have patience and be persistent. Okay, this morning we're going to work on footwork. Everything's going to be on footwork. Coach Baumgartner talked to you yesterday about body position. It's going to be footwork and body position. All the drills this morning is going to be footwork and body position. The things that you learn at this camp, the things that he's sharing, I want to tell you again what he said. He said, look at the tube and see what you see. He's saying, hey, watch him play on television, see what you see. The things that he teaches, the things that he has shared with me and that we are sharing with you is what the best players do, the best scorers do, the best shooters do. It's not because I'm not up here telling you, hey, I want you inside pivot because I think it's best and then somebody else thinks something else is best. We teach Coach Baumgartner stuff, okay? And what he does is he watches and evaluates and he shares with you the things that the very best do. And what you want to do, if you want to become the very best, that's what you want to do. You want to emulate those things. It is an offensive shooting camp. It is a fundamentals camp. You get plenty of opportunity, just like right now, sitting out there listening to somebody talk about the game and about shooting and about footwork and about body position, all those things. You get great opportunities to do that. In fact, we come together 3 times a day. The drill sessions are very, very important. You need to make them important. If you want to take your game to the next level, you need to not go through the motions. You want to do things correctly. You want to work on them. It takes an effort, an extreme effort on your part. All right? We're going to talk about footwork. We're going to talk about positioning in the feet. On your feet, what you want is you want your feet underneath your hips. Okay? So you don't want them too close together. You're not going to be bashed. You don't want to have them too wide. You're not going to have the power. So your feet are going to be underneath your hips. Your shooting foot. I'm right-handed, so my shooting foot's my right foot. If I were left-handed, my shooting foot would be the left. You want your feet to be parallel or your shooting foot slightly in front. Not locked, slightly in front. Body position, you want to have top over the body. We talked to you about this yesterday, and we actually over-exaggerated. You remember when we were at the drill stations, and he had you leaning over like this? He was over-exaggerating that, but that is a bad body position. But the difference between, if you watch the great shooters are top over the bottom. They're like this. They're not like this. They're like this. And you look at that, and you think that's a very little small thing. That small thing makes a big, big difference. You want your head to be level. Okay? Some people, they stick them up underneath their chin, the head comes back. You need that head to be level. The stops, there's 2 different types of stops that you'll see. We do the 1-2 stop. 1-2 inside pivot. We do a 1-2 stop. A 1-2 stop would be for a right-handed shooter. It's going to be a left-right. We went through this yesterday with the ball toss and the dribble. When I go into my shot, my left foot, then my right foot. We do a 1-2. The other stop that you'll see sometimes is the jump stop. Jump stop going into the shot. You won't see the great shooters do that much. Now, once in a while it'll happen. It does happen sometimes. But the great shooters, they do the 1-2 pivot, the 1-2 inside pivot. The jump stop. The jump stop, the problem with the jump stop is you're limited on the angles. Okay, 1-2, you can shoot it from an angle of anywhere as far as getting the feet and squaring the back. It's also a time issue. We talked to you about Ray Allen, and Ray Allen struggled. It was too quick. They didn't win. Okay, so we're doing a 1-2 inside pivot. Squaring up, we want to square up to the basket. All right? So now my inside pivot, as I'm going in this direction compared to the basket, my inside foot is my left foot because my left foot is closest to the basket. So when I do a 1-2 inside pivot, I'm going to pivot left foot, and then I'm going to step my right foot in. So inside pivot would be left, right. So I'm going this direction, it's going to be a left, right. As I'm going the other direction, my right foot is the one that's closest to the basket. So when I inside pivot, it's going to be right, left. So it's going to be right, left. Going this direction, as I pivot, 1-2 inside pivot, right, left. 1-2 inside pivot, the foot that's closest to the basket. When you square up, you want to square up to the basket. Whenever you are on the move, we're going to work with what's called open shoulders. What I'm doing right now, I have closed shoulders to the basket. I'm going to open my shoulders. Now they're open to the basket, left, right. Now what created those open shoulders is when I look into the basket area. So whenever I'm cutting this way, I'm going to look this way, opens up my shoulders, right, left. So you want to run with open shoulders. You're going to take short, quick steps. Take the long steps, you're not going to be able to go up like that. You're not going to have balance, you're not going to have the power. You want to always maintain a strong body position. And we're going to do an inside pivot. All right? The drills that we're going to go through, I'm going to show you the drills we're going to do this morning. Coaches, particularly over in the green gym, I know that communication sometimes is a bit of an issue. If you jot these down, these are by and large the order in which Jan will go through the drills. These are the order that we'll go through them. All right? So I got the 6 players are going to help me out this morning. You step on up. The first drill I'm going to show you is called the circle drill. Now, this is how we're going to end the session today. And the coaches, what they're going to be doing is they're going to be watching you execute this drill. We will do this once each drill session. On Wednesday, when we come together as a camp, what's going to happen is the coaches at each basket is going to pick out the best footwork player. And we're going to bring them together. We're going to find out who has the best footwork in the camp. That's how important Coach Baumgartner thinks this is. The footwork is very, very important. So you want to make sure that you take this seriously and you want to execute this well. I'm talking mainly to the ones over there in the green gym. Jan will run this drill on the mic. He'll blow the whistle and you take off running. He'll blow the whistle and then you shadow shoot. And then you stop and you wait. Because generally what he does is he sees something, he's telling them, hey, you need to make sure that you push straight up. Whatever it is he's saying. What happens a lot in the green gym is he blows the whistle, they take off running, he blows the whistle, they shadow shoot, and they take off running again. And so he's talking for 2 or 3 minutes, these 4 kids run in a circle. And so they run like 5 miles by the time they shoot through this first drill. So make sure you stop and you start on the whistle. He'll do it. So what I want you guys to do is you're going to make a circle around. Coaches, what I would do is I would put the bucket, the balls underneath the basket. Because when you guys are doing a circle and we're going this way, they're going to do a 1-2 inside pivot. I want to do a left, right, inside pivot, no matter where we are. So if I'm running and Jan blows the whistle right here, what I want to do is I want to square up to the basket here, so I'm going to do left, right this way. All right? So what we're going to be looking for is a good, strong body position. All right? Short, quick steps. Okay? Open shoulders. How do you have open shoulders? As you're running, you're looking into the basket area. So as I'm running, I'm looking in here so that I have open shoulders. You want to try your best to keep your circle spread out wide. We're going to widen that circle a little bit. All right? And so it's going to look a little bit like this. What we're going to do now is we're going to be going to the right. He'll say to the right with no jump. And what he means by that is you're going to the right, when he blows the whistle, you're just going to square up to the basket. Have the ball in your shooting pipe. All right? To the right with no jump. Look like this. Short, quick steps, looking into the basket area. Open shoulders, looking into the basket area, Then they're going to face square up. Good. Here we go. Short, quick steps. Stay wide, looking into the basket area. What we're looking for now is good, strong body position. Go ahead and stand up. Are they doing the 1-2 inside pivot? Now we're going to go back the other direction. To the left, no jump. To the left, no jump. So I blow the whistle. Take off running. Looking into the basket area. Open shoulders, open shoulders, open shoulders. All right, very good. All right, now we're going to go back to the right. Spread out your circle. See what happens is as you start to go, they start shrinking it up. It's a tougher turn. It's a tougher turn. So now we're going to go to the right and say with the jump. So what we want you to do is you're going to shadow shoot. Now some of the times what you'll be doing is you'll be telling you we're going to be simulating dribbling the ball, which is what we're going to do right now. Okay? When I blow that whistle, you're going to square up, you're going to shadow shoot, and you want to hold that follow through. Coaches, what you'll be looking for is their body position. Are they straight up and down? Did they hold that follow through? Those are the things that are going to distinguish the difference on who's the best at your basket. So we're going to the right. We're going to the right with a shot. Here we go. Open shoulders, short quick step. Left, right, hold that follow through. Okay, here we go again. Looking into the basket area, so you have the open shoulders, short quick steps, strong body position. Left, right. All right, now we're going to go back to the left. We're going to go with a jump, all right? So you're going to shadow shoot, ready? Here we go. Open shoulders, right, left. All right, so going this way it's right, left, going the other way it's left, right. So 1, 2, 3, you guys are going to be along the baseline over there. You three are going to be over there. If you guys can slide back a little bit. Okay, this is called baseline shadow shoot. What you're going to do is you're going to start out there at the three-point arc. You're going to start out there at the three-point arc. You're going to be cutting up here to the elbow. You're going to do a left-right pivot, and you're going to shadow shoot, and you're going to change lines, all right? So you're going to be cutting up here. You're going to do an inside pivot, so you're just going to be right-left. You're going to pivot right here at the elbow. You're going to shadow shoot, and then you're going to switch lines. Okay, so this is baseline shadow shoot. Make sure as you're jogging up to this, you're looking into the basket area, so we have open shoulders. The drill looks like this. Go. Right here we have right, left. Push straight up. Good. Then you're going to switch lines. Over here we have left, right. Switching lines, so we do both footwork. Switching lines. Good. Baseline shadow shoot. Looking into the basket area, so we have open shoulders. Okay, stop. All right. So as they were going, it's the same thing. Everything that we're going through today, when we do a little bit of shooting, what I want you to do is not pay attention whether it goes in or not. I want you to watch your footwork. I want you to watch your body position. It's kind of tough getting out in front of everybody, particularly whenever you're cold, not warmed up yet on the shooting, so you're not going to be worried about that at all. I'm asking you not to be. We're going to move the line into the block. We'll move the line into the block. Now what we're going to do is we're going to make it a tougher angle. Started with the baseline, now we're going to do low block. So you're going to start here. We want you to step into the lane like you're setting up the screen. Then you're going to cut up the lane. You're going to do an inside pivot. When you pivot, you square up and you do your shadow shoot. Push straight up. So many players, when they're doing this, they don't take it seriously. They're going to shadow shoot. They're leaning back and all that business. That's not going to translate into a good shot for you. Once again, you'll be switching lines. Okay, so step in to set up the screen. Step in. Cut up the lane. Inside pivot, push straight up. Outstanding. Switch lines. Step in, set up the screen. Good. Step in, push straight up. Very good. Good strong body position. Top over the bottom. All right, that's good. Next drill. What we're going to do is we're going to bring the lines up to the top. You're going to be up in here. You're going to be facing down towards the baseline. Everything today is on footwork. Everything's going to be on body position and your footwork, the inside pivot. So what we're going to do on this side is you're going to step the left foot, and then you're going to pivot. You're going to be stepping with the right foot, and you're going to pivot. Now, what I'm going to show you is I'm going to show you an open pivot. So if you see my feet, you watch my foot. Whenever I step, I'm stepping with my foot already kind of pointed to the basket. That's an open pivot. With this drill, I want you to step directly to the baseline so that you practice pivoting to the basket, squaring up to the basket. So step straight to the baseline and then square. Straight to the baseline, square. On the third one, you're going to shadow shoot. So you're going to be pivoting on your left foot, you're going to be pivoting on your right foot, and then you'll switch lines, okay? Step straight ahead and pivot, square up to the basket. Excellent. Step straight towards the baseline, okay, with your right foot, and square. Good. Then one more time, and shadow shoot on this one, and switch lines. Very good. Left foot, pivot. Good. Good. Stepping with your right, pivot. Outstanding. Good. That's the next drill. Step and pivot. Working on the footwork. Step and pivot. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to relocate and square. You're going to help me out. You and I are going to do this together. Once you get there on the wing, and then I'll show you how we'll actually go through and we'll do this drill. Let's go ahead and start in the corner. The ball will start on the outside. What you're going to do is you're going to pass it in to me, then you're going to relocate. When you relocate, what I want you to do is I want you to run with open shoulders, short, quick steps. All right, I'm going to pass it to you. And all you're going to do is you're going to square up to me, pass it back, and then we're going to relocate again. All right? So here we go. Pass it in. Going to relocate. Good. Right, left. That was the left, right. Here comes the right, left. Good. Inside pivot. Inside pivot. On this one, shoot the ball to me. All right, so what you saw was 3 passes on the 4th one. You're going to shoot it back to the passer. So you come in here, going to be here. This is what it's going to look like when we drill. Stand here with your purple facing out. Put you out on the outside. You get on the perimeter there. You're going to be right here on the block. So what we'll do is we'll have 3 lines going. Ball starts where? The outside. Okay, so we're going to pass it in, relocate, inside pivot. Good. Pass it in, relocate. Good. Watch the footwork, watch the body position, shoot it back to him on the 4th one, and switch. Starts on the outside, relocate, inside pivot. Good job, fellas. Inside 1-2 pivot, short, quick step. All right, very good. Now, a couple things that would be wrong. If I'm throwing, you and I are working together, okay? Okay, so here's one. We want to work on the pivot, right? Work on the pivot. So I throw it in, and I relocate this way. Did I have to work on my pivoting? Absolutely not. So whenever I throw it in, I want to make sure that I run, pass, and then square. Here's the other thing that I don't want. Don't pass it to me until I pivot. Okay, so it goes in, I get my feet ready, then he passes. Did I have to work on my pivoting? The answer to that is no. You want to make sure that you catch it on the move so that you work on square to the pass. So that's relocate square. Body position. So whenever you're doing the ball toss, something as simple as a ball toss can mess up your shot. You don't want to toss the ball and then be bending over here, not a strong body position. You don't want to toss the ball and have to step out like this, not a very good strong body position. So whenever you do the ball toss, something as simple as this can mess up your shots. Don't mess up your shot. It'd be just like you're running a shooting drill with the passer in it. So he's getting ready to shoot and I throw him a pass like this. Is that going to help him in it? You want to make sure that you throw a good pass, so you want to have a good ball toss. Let me have it again. So when you toss it, it's not going very far out. Short step, just like you're doing a short, quick step there. So all you're going to do is I want you to ball toss straight ahead, pick it up, ball toss straight ahead, pick it up, and give it to the next. Okay? Just ball toss. Short, nice little ball toss. Make it come up. You can control the ball. Give it to the next one. We'll do this a little bit, and then you'll go into the shooting. Okay, that's good. Now what we're going to do is we're going to toss it to the side. So I want you to toss it to the right, then I want you to get behind the ball. So you're going to do, if you toss it to the right, you're going to do a 1-2 inside pivot with your left foot. Then after that, I want you to toss it to the left and give it to the next player, okay? Toss it to the right, watch the footwork, 1-2 inside pivot. Toss it to the left, right, left. Give yourself good ball toss. Okay, now, just so that you'll know, whenever Jay says or Coach Baumgartner says, hey, what I want to do is I want to get in a semicircle, get behind the ball. What he's talking about, what he wants you to do is if you got 12 players, you're going to be matched up, you're going to have a part, and it'll look like this, except you're going to be in a semicircle and they're going to be going through the drill.